What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. This is T Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today, we're going to be talking about Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya in a recent spat over Twitter. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate your feedback. Okay, so basically it's Thursday, and Thursday evening, Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia were seen going back and forth, and you'll see some images coming across the screen here with some tweets that went back and forth where Oscar De La Hoya is trying to expose Ryan Garcia as someone who sabotaged his own camp, and that there was a mole, an insider, who was basically stabbing him in the back, as Ryan Garcia was also saying that he felt unsupported by Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy, and that Gervonta Tank Davis's team actually gave him more support in the loss that he suffered to him back in April. Now, what makes this kind of unsettling is the fact that Ryan Garcia, by all accounts, seems like a really good young dude. I hate to call him a kid, but he's 20 years younger than me. So, he's my kid's age. And so I kind of view him in that light. And I see, if it's for show, then I'm fooled. But he seems to be very respectful. He seems to be a genuine individual. And even though he's had his struggles with mental health, he does seem to be a good person overall. And I think that he's found himself in a situation where the training situation didn't work out for him with Joe Goosen. So he went down to go talk with Derek James. And now he's kind of saying that, he just didn't feel the support he needed from his promoters. And then he even big up the opposing promoter, which probably wasn't the best idea. But the fact that he brought light to his promoter not supporting him in the best way, I think is understandable. I mean, as a professional athlete, I believe it's hard for them to figure out who to trust. There's a lot of money coming in and changing hands. And this exchange let me know that Oscar De La Hoya is a grown man, but he's very petty. And it's kind of pitiful the way that he approaches things. He's had public spats with people. He'll jump online and he'll say random things in the wee hours of the morning and then come back the next day and try to recant those things. But us fans are fully aware that he's got some things that under the surface, I'm not going to accuse him of continuing to abuse any substances, but there's been some rumors and stories about that. And then you factor in erratic behavior and you can't help but point to something. And then you look at somebody that hasn't shown any of those type of characteristics and you just can't help but maybe side with Ryan in this particular case. My biggest question is going to be, what would it take for Ryan Garcia to get out of the deal? I mean, at this point, after this big mega fight where he got a career payday, is he in a position where he can actually buy himself out and move on to a different promoter? Is the door open for him to go take a look at Top Rank, who'll probably be happy to have him, or maybe even go to PBC, which puts him even further in line to fight Rolly Romero, as he alluded to in one of the tweets I posted. Oscar De La Hoya has been, instead of trying to promote the fact that Ryan and Rolly Romero are probably going to fight at some point for Rolly's newly minted WBA title at 140 pounds, he's talking about Ryan fighting Manny Pacquiao in a fight that is very unlikely and shouldn't happen. And you just have to wonder, is this just strategic marketing to try and hype up a potential fight? Or is this actually the end of Ryan Garcia's relationship with Golden Boy? I'm trying to read the tea leaves and there's just not enough information out. But to me, this feels real. This doesn't feel like marketing. I don't see where this would help Ryan Garcia in any way to have a public spat that wasn't going to represent the end of a business relationship. It's just a matter of what's it going to take for him to get out of that deal. And if I'm not mistaken, he was pretty close to the end of the deal anyway. And they really begged him to stay to keep their deal with DAZN. He was part of the package and he had to give so many fights, and that was why it was such a big deal to try and get split broadcast rights of the Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia fight. So when you start to put all these factors together, you wonder, how indebted to DAZN is Oscar De La Hoya to where he could let Ryan Garcia go and maybe just pay out from them, buy out that part of his contract? Or can Ryan just buy his way out scot-free and there not be any additional repercussions? So just some thoughts I had. Would love to get you guys' opinion and input on this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.